Yes, sir. People, bring it in. Bring it in. I have returned Gary Biff's due diligence, people. Can I borrow back 15 minutes of your time to update you on your money?
Yes.
Good, good, good. Got my young Kenny here with me.
Oh.
That's for any naysayer. I just really haven't been hearing much from you guys in the comments, and I just really want you to keep that same energy. It's just kind of crazy when everything's going right, how people just kind of disappear. But nonetheless, let's get straight down to the facts, guys. Bitcoin sitting at 109,115. Again, I want everybody to fully understand, we are sitting in a loaded spring. This is a 10-gauge shotgun, double shell, double barrel, sawed off, ready to explode. We have not dipped anywhere near that 100,000 mark. And again, y'all got to understand, the high was at 111,000. Was this be holding 110,000? It's showing you vast amounts of strength. We're in a waiting period, really. And we all know that waiting period is leading up to that ISO 222. Understand, Bitcoin is about to do something crazy, and so will the rest of those utility coins, guys. I got a lot of compelling information, again, to link into the fact of showing you how close we are to this money, guys. Before we get too far into it, you already know. You're here with your favorite host, the Chocolate of Confucius.
Wow.
That's right. Mr. 75 Thoughts. The undisputed champion of due diligence. It's almost weird true what he does. Mr. Pinpoint, like an arrow. The ultimate Money Montgomery, guys. Let's get straight down to the information. Straight right up on top of your headpiece. Some of the biggest information. Dubai Land Department unveiled its first real estate tokenization platform on the XRP ledger. Residents can now purchase fractional shares in properties. It is part of agency's initiative for 16 billion tokenized real estate by 2033. Guys, it's all in play. I'm not, like I always said, if you didn't get it, you never will. Here we are in it. I can't tell you anything. It's in live action. We knew this tokenization, if real estate was coming, HELOC, all this was set up. And I've really kind of realized that Dubai is a little, they're a decent amount in front of us as far as regulation, right? Not so much just the ground structure, but regulation and how they treat crypto. But understand that America's in a massive race, but America and Dubai are very similar as far as that financial, right? Those were big economies. So when Dubai leans on some understand, it's most likely in the talks of America. So understand, we've got the tokenization of real estate coming in. What else is going on? I want everybody to understand where we are. Everything's plug and play. They're getting everything ready and set up, everything regulated. Florida's bold crypto bet. Zero capital gains tax on Bitcoin, XRP, stocks, and for state residents. Now, I don't know if anybody's catching the common denominator, but does everybody realize how they making sure to slide that XRP into what seemed to be a government that had no idea about it? That's ironic how that Bitcoin and that XRP seem to be always right next to each other. Why did they say Solana and all the rest of them? I'm sure they might be in there too. But why are the figureheads Bitcoin and XRP? Whatever happened to Ethereum? That's what I want everybody to understand. When they flip this switch, you're going to realize just how vastly underpriced this was. $3,000 coin, $4,000 coin. But nonetheless, Florida zero capital gains tax, a game changer. A newly proposed bill in Florida seeks to exempt capital gains tax on Bitcoin, XRP, and even traditional stock investments. If passed, this will mark the first state-level removal of capital gains taxes of digital assets, a significant departure from the federal tax policies. Now, again, I want everybody to line in to see how much closer this actually is. The Orange Man said there was going to be no taxes. Y'all forgot now. Remember, even before this bullish, Missouri is set to become the first U.S. state to exempt capital gains taxes on stock, crypto, and real estate. So now, y'all just think that 48% of the rest of the, 48 other countries, 48 other states going to be not able to have exempt crypto taxes? You guys are understanding that you're watching the regulation roll right in front of your eyeballs. Like I can't make you any more bullish than this. Like there's nothing that I can help you with. It's here. They're tokenizing it on the XRP ledger with Dubai. Dubai dubbed XRP their main coin. Y'all forgetting a month's time, Japan's going to be fully live. 80% of the base with XRP. Wait. Can't help you. But nonetheless, just so everybody can see, this is not as crazy as it may sound, right? Really doesn't sound crazy to me all. When you tell me 0% crypto taxes, that means that I'm going to be bringing more crypto to that place, more or less. Now I've got more money. I'm going to be pushing that back into the economy. So it's going to be more of a win for you to not tax my crypto as opposed to all the plans that I had and loopholes I set up to not have my tax taken away. You can get way more money that way. But nonetheless, 0% tax is not a dream if you live in these crypto havens. Now again, Monaco, y'all have heard of that one, the one with all the $100 million yachts. Portugal, Singapore, El Salvador, Georgia, Bermuda, Malta, Thailand, Vanuatu. I don't know where that is. Look like an island. Look like a nice place. We'll find that out here soon enough, right? But this is already a thing that's in status. We're just behind these places that are already affluent with crypto, already have zero crypto taxes. Understand that Orange Man hadn't said anything yet that he has not followed through with expeditiously. Here we are, stable coins, everything replaced, GG, whole new administration. Everybody forget that. But just so you understand how close we are into this again, massive thing. Breaking. Elon Musk firms X Money has started its beta testing. This will be a limited access beta first. When people's savings are involved, extreme care must be taken. Now, guys, I don't know, I know a lot of family watched Uncle Lou, Lou vs. Wall Street, RP Uncle Lou. I appreciate everything you did for us. But he had a video where he was like, y'all don't get it, the X on the X payments for Twitter, or X for Twitter is ironically like XRP. Well, guys, this is a payment system moving on a blockchain, right? There's not one, they don't have one developed. They're going to have to move this system on something else, and it's already got the X on it called XPay. I mean, man, call me reaching for straws, but I mean, you're going to be utilizing XPay to move money on the Twitter app, throughout the Twitter app. But you need a blockchain, something that can move that money in seconds for the cheapest cost. And it ironically also has the same almost logo as what your XPay is. I'm gonna just leave that there. But in his video, he had kind of like some confirmation of it. But it's all kind of aligned. And at first, I didn't know how it was gonna link up. And then I just started maybe Twitter, and they were gonna link up. Well, they have the X payment system. They need a blockchain to move this on. And that XRP name is just so everywhere. You know that Elon sits next to the Orange Man and now Brad Garland House and them, right? Is it really that far of a stretch? Especially when we have things like this breaking. Republican Brian Steele says stablecoins in the market structure legislation will unlock a golden age for digital assets. Can I get a fair use on this one? Can I get a fair use on this? Fair use!
Advancing quickly here on stablecoin. I think the House version, my bill, the Stable Act, complements well with the Genius Act in the Senate. I think at the end of the day, we'll be able to get one unified piece of legislation as we work to also deliver on the market structure legislation that's so essential. When both get done, I think we will really unlock the digital asset golden age here in the United States.
I just had to put that on the top of the lip of any naysayer. Because at this point, you're arguing with the people telling you what they're doing. See, this is what I love about the way that I do things over here. This is not opinion. Here's the representative right here. They're going to be moving fast on, what was that again, Brian?
We're going to be advancing quickly here on stablecoin.
Guys, like I said, and me and my young Kenny's over here, Kenny, my young bull over here, we just had this conversation. Everybody's just not meant to be a V12 type of person. But at this point, if you're missing it, the writing's passed on the wall. They've basically strapped some TNT to it and just blew a hole straight through it. You can see straight on the other side right now. And luckily, they're still just stalling it off. Not for us. It's an institutional coin. They're stalling it for themselves so they can just have that boat fully loaded for when they switch it on. And it's just giving me more confirmation. Guys, why do they keep stalling it so dramatically, guys? Because when they switch it on, these institutions know they're not going to want to have to be rebuying in the price of whatever it's going to run to immediately. You got to understand, if it wasn't the case, they wouldn't be making sure that ISO and everything, they would have just rolled it and let it kind of check in and, all right, we'll work it as we go. They're setting this all up. We're having these little stuff. Oh yeah, no, yeah. There's another 50% maybe tariff here for the EU. Okay, people. This one is going to be one that's going to make real tears come out. Don't be that guy crying. You could be a V12er like us. Don't be that Miata person here. I'm gonna need you to leave it out. Now, further bringing in line, guys. The Q4 for us, I feel like will be like no other. And I truly feel like Q4 will be what everybody will be looking for as the official Q of the crypto bull rally. Now, mind you, we're well into the crypto bull rally. Bitcoin's at $109,000, right? Just for everybody to understand, this is the 1 year chart. I want everybody to understand the bull rally, like we are, the bull rally queued off about 6 months ago. That was said, right? We back what was it? November of last year. That was the queue of it. Now, this is just the FOMO still rolling in. But now Q4, all the regular, you're not understanding, they pushed in what would usually take 5, 6, 7 years of regulation in months, guys. We're reporting on every single day. When they flip this switch, there's a reason why they're pushing so much regulation so hard. So in so many different angles. Genius Act, Stable Act, crypto. All right, crypto now is tax-free. Y'all was just saying crypto's for criminals. Now it's tax-free. But all this lined up ahead of what? Breaking. The Fed says rate cuts are coming this year if tariff effects remain small, which they have been, right? The only last thing up there is that little punt again with the EU of 50% tariff. But again, guys, all a stall. They're going to turn green light on everything. Dropping rates. And they are going to watch these markets, all these companies that they've allowed to fudge you out of, even on stock and video, things that you know better than selling. To sell out of, they're going to flip this switch and you're going to watch what we call the Great Reset. You're going to watch those that were not there plastered to the ground, the have-nots, and the haves, again, up the score one more time. But now I'm going to leave y'all with this last little part. I want to put this on your head. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this now. Put the money bag in the chat if you made it this far, guys. You know I love y'all family. We are so close. Please do not miss this. But I want to put this last little tidbit. Put the money bag in the chat if you made it this far, and then tell me what you think about what I'm telling you. Now, we know that Coinbase and XRP are in a bidding war right now for Circle. Now, something that came across my timeline that made a bunch of sense. Right now, from what we know from what's been alleged, said there's not real super confirmation of who's winning or what they're going to do with it. But Circle filed for an IPO on the New York Stock Exchange, right? Now, here's the kicker, guys. You know, there's another way that you could acquire Circle. That's by being the majority shareholder. So I set up and I said, that's the chess move. You don't have to pay they're showing, Ripple showing they got the money to buy it outright right now. What's it going to cost them to pay less and buy for 30%, 35%, 40% of the stock? Now, whatever has to go through their approval anyways, they're the majority shareholder of the company. Then you work into an acquisition. Oh my. Guys, sit back. Tell me what you think about it. Now. I told y'all, don't be missing. I'm 3,000 IQ with this. I want that to put that on the TED bet. Remember, you get it here first. Everybody else gonna come run out with it, and they'll give them 100 billion views. But y'all know over here with the Money Mafia, one thing we are not doing is we're not missing. Do you hear me? Naysayer?
Oh!
Family, y'all hold it down. Tighten up. We're sitting here on loan phrase. Take this time to stack your bread into these valuable assets. My personal opinion, XRP, but I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you financial advice. Just telling you what I'm doing because I've told you I need chinchilla hanging down my back. Listen, y'all hold it down. Y'all already know what time it is. Oh, yes, sir.